Hi guys, we're back with example number 5 in our chapter Work, Power and Energy. Let's take a look at what the problem says. The problem says that there is a hammer of mass capital M and it's striking a nail of mass small m, and this nail is going inside the wall with a velocity of 20 meter per second. Now what happens is that due to the hammer, the nail penetrates into the wall up to a depth of 1 centimeter. It goes in the wall a distance of 1 centimeter. They are asking us to find the average resistance offered by the wall to the penetration of the nail. Now, in simple words, we have to understand, will the wall offer some resistance? Obviously, it's not easy to drive a nail into the wall. If it was easy, why would we require any strength? It's difficult. And why is it difficult? Because the wall is offering some resistance. And what is this resistance? It's nothing but the friction offered by the wall to the nail. So here we have been given 4 options. If you take a look at the option, the first one says m square upon capital M plus small m into 10 raised to 3. The second one says 2m square upon m plus m into 10 raised to 4. The third one says capital M plus m upon m square into 10 raised to 2. And finally, the last one is m square upon m plus m into 10 raised to 2. And out of these options, the correct answer is option B, that is 2m square upon m plus m into 10 raised to 4. And it is our goal to find out how we arrive at this correct answer. So let's take a quick look. So let's first take a look at the motion of the sum. Basically, we have this hammer, which is a really heavy hammer of mass capital M, and it's going to strike this nail which has a mass of small m. And once it strikes the nail, what's going to happen is that the nail is going to move. So let's see what happens. The hammer strikes the nail and the nail moves by a distance of 1 centimeter into the wall. And this is exactly the scenario that the sum is talking about. Now what exactly happens in the sum is that we have been given certain data, and let's write that down. So we have the hammer of mass capital M. So I write down that the hammer mass is capital M. We have been told that the mass of the nail is small m, so I write that down as well. Next, we have been told that this nail goes inside the wall with a velocity of 20 meter per second, so I write that down as well. And finally, the question is, what is the average resistance offered by the wall to the penetration of the nail? And like I already explained, this resistance they are talking about is nothing but the frictional force that the nail will feel while it's going into the wall, because that's the reason the nail stops. Am I right? Okay. So the most important thing about this sum to understand is that when the hammer strikes the nail, what is happening is essentially a collision. And what kind of collision is this? After the hammer strikes the nail, both of them move together, and therefore you must understand this is a perfectly inelastic collision, because after striking the nail, both the hammer and the nail move together. So we are going to use this idea of perfectly inelastic collision to solve the sum, and that's the only thing that you should have interpreted from the question. So let's write down what we know. We also know that the distance travelled by the nail into the wall is 1 centimeter, which I will convert to SI units, and that is nothing but 0.01 meter. Now I start with the conservation of momentum. According to the law of conservation of momentum, the momentum of the system before the collision should be equal to the momentum after the collision. Now before the collision, the only thing that had any momentum was the hammer. So I say capital M into the velocity of the hammer, which is 20 meter per second, which we know. This is the total momentum of the system before collision. Nail was at rest. This should be equal to the total momentum of the system after collision. Now after collision, what happens is that the nail and the hammer move together, and therefore the total mass of the system after collision is small m plus capital N, that is m plus m, that's the total mass of the system, multiplied by the total velocity of the system which they are moving together, which we don't know, which we call as Vf. Now using this equation, we can get an expression for the final velocity of the system, that is final velocity of the hammer nail system comes out to be 20 m upon m plus m, and this is the first equation. We are going to need it, so we'll keep it. So what have we found? We have found the final velocity of the hammer nail system after the collision. And why have I found this? Once I know what is the final velocity of the hammer nail system after the collision, I can find what is the kinetic energy of the hammer nail system. By definition, kinetic energy is half into the mass into the speed square. So now I will find the kinetic energy of the hammer nail system. So what happens is that the hammer nail system now has a kinetic energy of half into m, where the mass is m plus m, into their velocity. This is the kinetic energy of the hammer nail system. Now the question is, why did I find the kinetic energy of the hammer nail system? Because what happened? Now, once the hammer hit the nail, the entire system has some kinetic energy. How much kinetic energy? That expression that we just found. And what did the system do with this kinetic energy? It used this kinetic energy to move the nail into the wall. And जब तक उसके पास इतनी kinetic energy थी, तब तक वो nail wall के अंदर जाता रहा. Why does the nail stop? Because the kinetic energy gets over. Which kinetic energy gets over? This kinetic energy gets over. This kinetic energy gets over in doing what? In moving the nail. And that's why now I say that the kinetic energy of the nail and the hammer system is converted into work done. And now I will equate this kinetic energy with the work done against the friction of the wall. So now I will say that half m plus m into 20m upon m plus m the whole square is equal to work done against the force of friction. And what is work done? It's nothing but force into displacement. So now I get the equation half into m plus m into 20m upon m plus m the whole square is equal to F into S. And S I know is 0.01 meter. So I put the value of S from there as 0.01 meter. Finally, I will solve this expression to give me the answer that F is equal to 2m square upon capital M plus m into 10 raised to 4 Newton, and this is the frictional force that I need. So finally, I have found the force or the resistance that was offered by the wall. So when they asked us average resistance, they were asking us the frictional force or the force that the wall is offering, resisting the nail to go inside the wall. So this was the force we had to find, that is 2m square upon capital M plus m into 10 raised to 4 Newton. Just to recap, first we applied the law of conservation of momentum to find the final velocity of the nail hammer system. We used that to find the kinetic energy of the nail hammer system, and then we understood that this energy only became work which was used to drive the nail into the wall. So we equated kinetic energy of nail hammer system is equal to work done by the frictional force. From here we applied the values and found the value of the force that was needed or the resistance that was offered. So this is your final answer. The average resistance of the wall to the penetration of the nail is 2m square upon m plus m into 10 raised to 4 Newton. I hope you understood how to do this sum. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching these videos on work, power and energy. If you like our channel, please subscribe. The link is given below. You can also buy your very own target book by clicking on the link given below. You can also tell us which videos you would like us to make in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and keep watching.